All righty. We've been asking for turnovers. We finally got some. All right.
You ever been a harder game like that, Coach?
That was a strange one. I knew their defense was pretty good up front, and that was pretty exciting to watch our defense take the football away so many times. We've been talking about it, and had we not done that, we might have struggled tonight.
Did you do anything different in practice to generate more takeaways?
No, we just keep talking about them, all the time. We probably spend more time talking and working on things, but, the guys took it upon themselves to make it happen this game, and that was pretty exciting. Kenneth Acker was pretty special, and of course we felt like we had an edge on special teams, and we did. The blocks there were huge, and it was just good to see them make it happen.
It's one thing to make good defensive plays, but to really make big plays in tournaments. Can you just talk about that? And how that
Yeah, it was kind of unreal, but hey, we work hard on returns. Returning it to our bench when we get them, and the kids did a good job. Marcus blocked the first field goal, but then when he saw how the second one was, he actually became the decoy and allowed Aaron to block it. So that was pretty good, and he made the call on the field to do that. So that was pretty good.
Your defense had a couple of stands when they got pretty deep into your territory, including Cameron Rogers' return. How important was the shutouts for the confidence of this defense?
Well, I don't know. It's always you just like to get a shutout for your team, the defense, and they, raised up to get it taken care of when they had to. Connor fumbled the ball at the end there, and it was. I was glad to see them, raise up and stop them, because I would have hated to lose the shutout right there.
They really seem to have the early momentum until that block field goal. Is that the trend?
I thought they had the early momentum throughout the whole game, like you said, even before that block field goal. We had taken the ball away, I think, 3 times and still had not scored a touchdown. Their defense, like I said, is pretty good, pretty solid defense, and we were. You hate to say it, but 52-0. That sounds like a lopsided victory. But if you don't have the turnovers, it's a very close game.
Zach Line had the lion's share of his rushes and yards in the second quarter. That seemed to kind of open you guys up in the second half.
Yeah, it did. Well, I knew that we were going to have to run the ball. We wanted to stay out of 3rd and extra longs, and unfortunately, we had a bunch of 3rd and 12s and 3rd and 13s, and I was glad that Zach kind of picked us up right through that stretch of 4 or 5 there. So, he has the ability to do that. And, like I said, I was kind of conservative calling plays too, because with Gottschalk out of there and they have a pretty good pass rush, I didn't want to expose the quarterback. And so, that kind of, made us not aggressive, throwing the football. But you got to do what you got to do to win the game, and that's what I told the team, that we were going to have to, run the ball and throw a lot of screens, and that's what we did.
It seemed like Stephen F's defense backed off a little bit, either late first quarter or early second. Was that because of Zach Line's improved running, or because you were able to knock him back with those screens and short downs?
I didn't really get that feeling that they backed off. I mean, I didn't get that feeling. I thought they played pretty well the whole time. As a defense, they had a couple things. We had a couple breakdowns on protection, and I thought that the kids tried to manage, what they were doing pretty well.
Gilbert looked better in the pocket this week, I thought. How do you like the point you're at with him assimilating into the offense?
Well, we're not good enough around him yet, I don't think, to really, we were played without a lot of people. And, he's going to get better and better. We just got to help him more. I got to help him more. And but I like what I see of him. We didn't help him a lot tonight. But he hung in there and tried to make a couple throws in the pocket and did.
one player missing was Darius Johnson.
this offense missed him?
Well, I mean, you're always going to miss him, but at the same time, you still got to make plays. It doesn't matter who's in there. You got to do it. But he's our best receiver, and he wasn't in the game. And there's a comfort zone there between, I think, Garrett and he. But hey, we got 24 hours to enjoy this, and then we got to get on to the next one.
Keenan Holman had 5 catches today after having 5 catches all year last year. What can a game like this do for him?
Well, hopefully it gave him a little confidence. I was glad that he caught the touchdown. Again, we just gotta keep getting better, and probably gonna have to cut back on some of the things we're doing just until we get better.
You talked about the pass rush for
Mm-hmm.
SFA. How do you think your offensive line did as a whole?
Well, I thought that Zach, I saw Zach when we missed 5. I don't know how many sacks they had, but I thought they made us miss in the line, and Zach picked it up a couple times. But all in all, I mean, that was a tough game for a couple of those young kids to play in, and they battled.
It seemed SFA was really picking on Chris Parks. How do you feel he handled that tonight?
Well, the scheme was kind of such that that's the place where you're going to get exposed. But he battled through the knee thing again, and I have no problem with where we're at there. We just got to do some other things, mix up the coverage a little bit, and I think we can do that.
It seemed like y'all were having a hard time getting the offense going in the first quarter. Did you?
I thought we had a hard time getting the offense to go the whole game.
You were during the second quarter, but did you make a hard strategy?
Yes, I did. I gave the ball to Zach a little bit more, after the first quarter, and knowing that he would, kind of hopefully quiet down their front, which, he did. And then we had a chance to make a couple throws, and we did. We made them. We caught him on a couple screens, and that was big.
What do you need to do better around Gilbert so that he can?
Well, we gotta protect him, and I got to do a better job, play selection and stuff too. I can't worry. He does a good job in there, and I'm being careful on some of the things that I'm doing, calling plays. And in the third quarter, I just said, let's just go throw it, and we did, and he did some good things. I think if he had hit that long one to 7, it would have been, a real different game too.
First time you scored 50 since you've been here. Is that surprising at all?
Well, it's surprising how it happened. I mean, I think our defense outscored the offense. I'm not sure. I think if they had scored that last one, probably would have. I don't know, but it's good to win. Period. So, just we're not where we need to be exactly, but hey, a win's a win, and in this business they're hard to get.